Hello, my friends, and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel, the channel where I like to talk about the good, the bad, and all we have to know about Italy and the life in Italy. Now, apart that from my last video, Italy is falling apart. Anyway, was a kind of provocative video. Obviously, I don't think that, but anyway, had a good amount of views, happy enough, that if I make a title, a very negative title, the views, boom, are booming on the channel. If I say something nice, generally, so seems like YouTube doesn't like nice things, or people maybe generally prefer bad titles are more catchy, catchy. And it also worked, the hat in a southern Italian style, the sunglasses, But anyway, let's talk about today's video. And today's video is about the expats' expectations. I found a very interesting post. I don't know even how the author of the post could even write something like that, because for me it's a bit funny. But so let's make the video about this interesting post. But so before anyway I'll enter into the topic of the video, please put like and subscribe, smash the bell, hype the video, do whatever you can, to help my channel growing. All right, so okay, now before I start, let me make myself comfortable. I'm not really comfortable with the hat and with the sunglasses. Now it's time to read, so it's better I put the glasses. Okay, let me fix a bit the hair, in front of the camera, like this. Do I look good? So and so, it's all right. I don't mind. All right, now I'm not reading obviously the name of the author of the because it's not important, but anyway, let's read the post. Ciao. So it's not Italian, but it starts with ciao. Comments, please. So it's looking for comments. Now, moving back to northern Italy or moving back to Las Vegas? Help me decide. Be kind. She is precising. Now I can say is a woman. She is precising. Be kind, because I think it's always nice to be kind on the social. If I disagree, better don't comment, better don't post anything, But I generally write or reply if I agree. If I disagree, I don't care. I don't need to go negative, And I'm happy with my channel anyway, with the comments under my videos. I have to say that 99% are always nice comments. That 1% doesn't come from foreigners, just to let you know. That 1% of negative comments. Anyway, what can I say now about the post? Now, let's read. Moving back to northern Italy or moving back to Las Vegas? Question. Now, my question is, where is she now? Because it seems like she's somewhere else, and she doesn't know if to go back to northern Italy, where she probably had an experience before, or back to Las Vegas, where she probably have lived before. So now let's help her to decide northern Italy or Las Vegas. I wouldn't go for any of that. I wouldn't go for the north of Italy, and I wouldn't go for Las Vegas. This is me. Okay, that's what I would write under the comment. But anyway, be kind, help me to decide. So let's help her. But anyway, there are more than 200 comments. And anyway, let's see if there's something nice, to read. Now, let's start from the first. Italy, of course. So we have 3 Italy. So here, this video is Las Vegas versus northern Italy. Let's see what people think. So Italy, of course. I don't think anyone can help you make the decision if you don't know the answers for yourself. Yes, Totally, I agree. Anyway, she should give, but I'm sure in the end she will decide, you know. But of course, here is asking um, for an opinion, you know. Sorry, would have to be Italy. The other place is dreaded America. Okay, now I can understand that a lot of people here who are in this group, expats living in Italy, they probably have left the United States, or maybe they are planning to leave, so they might have a very negative approach towards the state. For now, if I see that the majority are saying Italy, then apples and oranges. You ask yourself because you lived in both places, probably. Yeah, ask yourself, apples and oranges. Is that an expression that I don't know the meaning? Because anyway, probably let me know under the comment section if you can explain me this expression, apples and oranges. Northern Italy is a lot more beautiful and cheaper than Vegas. Probably. Even if, then depends where on the north of Italy, okay? Check out Lago Maggiore. It has views of the Alps as well as a beautiful lake. Yes, I have to agree that Lago Maggiore area is beautiful, like all the lakes, you know, all the lakes in the north of Italy, like Garda Lake, Como Lake, Iseo Lake, Maggiore Lake. These are all beautiful, and the prices of the properties, apart, okay, no, I have to say that Garda Lake and Como Lake are very, very high. Cost of the life is quite high, properties are high, but Lago Maggiore is a tiny bit underrated, which is beautiful. I've been there many times. Now, Italy, life is more authentic than in Vegas. But I'd say that they are two completely different places. You know, Vegas, I never been to Las Vegas, but what do I know about Las Vegas? That is a big casino, is a gambling town. I mean, nothing wrong against Las Vegas because it has its own status, you know, of a touristic place, because I had a lot of friends going on holiday to Las Vegas and enjoying their holidays. You know, I don't know if it's a nice place where to live. This, I think it's not in. If I'm not wrong, is it in Nevada or Texas? I think it's in Nevada. I haven't checked. Okay, but anyway, I don't know. I'm not familiar with that place, but I know. I don't know if it's easy to live, what the life is over there. For sure, to go on holiday to Las Vegas, it has to be a particular experience. In particular, if you're like playing games, gambling, and these type of things, you know, could change your life. A trip to Las Vegas. To how many people it changed the life? A trip to Las Vegas? Maybe not many, but to a few, yes, for sure. Wow, then we have a top comment. Well, you can choose fashion or fascism. Sorry, I don't know which one to who which one refers, you know, because anyway, for me, it's a bit confused. Anyway, depends if you're looking for something pure and authentic or something shiny and plastic. Okay, we can agree with this comment. Obviously, the life in the north of Italy, it's more authentic, but I would avoid the big cities, as I'm always saying, you know. Milan, Turin, beautiful, but the life in a city, I mean, it's pretty the same everywhere, you know. Then, anyway, shiny and plastic, referring to Las Vegas. I would get out of the USA if you have the chance. Vegas is ugly, by the way. I would get out of the USA. I don't know. There is this thing that a lot of Americans would like to live, but anyway, for me, I don't really see United States that bad anyway. Obviously, a lot of people. If I see bad the United States, I see bad also Italy. I mean, okay, this maybe needs a video. We are all the Western world. We are all the Western society. So if it crashes one, it crashes the other one as well. It's not like one. Maybe if Europe and United States are the same thing generally, okay? Okay, you might have different dynamics. I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but capitalism, Western society, we are the foundation of this. So, and if things are not going well economically in the United States, for sure are going to be worse in Europe from this point of view, okay? I see more resources in the United States than in Europe because at least United States is more independent from the natural resources point. Here we have to purchase the oil and the gas or from the United States or from the Middle East or somewhere else, but we are not independent from this point of view unless you make yourself independent. But if the situation is falling apart in the States, it would fall as well here from this point of view. Then, okay, there is the thing that for me, the small towns are the best place in the south of Italy. This is my opinion, which a lot of people might disagree, but I don't care much. I love Las Vegas and I love Italy. I will spend time in both places. All right. Interesting? Yeah, why not? If you have the chance to do 6 months and 6 months, why not? I never been to Las Vegas. I don't know what it's like to live over there. Okay, maybe it's better Los Angeles. Maybe it's better. I don't know. Other cities, Miami, Houston. I don't know. I'm just Boston, Washington D.C., New York. I don't know. You tell me. You let me know. Barolo and truffle pasta or people of Walmart. That's really hard to choose. Okay, Barolo and truffle pasta or people of Walmart. Okay, because anyway, Barolo and truffles are particular from the north, so the choice is between Walmart. But we don't have Walmart in Italy, but we have the same as Walmart. So, and I guess that if I'm living in the north of Italy, I might go as well, not for Barolo and truffles every day, but I might go every day to Walmart, even if I live in the north of Italy. I agree with you. It's so easy for expat with all the money they made in America to buy a property in Italy and then bash America from afar. I have a cousin and nieces and nephews in Italy who would give anything for the opportunities our own children have in the USA. True, because anyway, we might have this trend coming from of people who would like to run away from United States and come into Italy, but we have half of the Italian who would like to run away and go into the United States. So easy to buy the hand that fed you. It's so different when you see your relatives struggling just to make ends meet. Adult children still living at home and making so little money, while each of our four sons has bought a home for his family and is doing very well thanks to a career they studied for and pays enough to grow a family. So this is the life. So this is someone saying life is better in the States, and in this case, even in Las Vegas. As a native Las Vegan, as a native Las Vegan, I didn't know citizens of Las Vegas called themselves citizens of Las Vegas. Who would never live there again? The answer is Italy, and that's where I'm headed. So that's from someone who native from Las Vegas, so would run away. So Italians would like to move to United States. That's what we find out overall. That Italians would like to leave and foreigners or Americans would like to come to Italy. Let's see where we're gonna head one day. Okay, no brainer, Italy. I mean, those two are so drastically different choices. I can't wrap my head around this question. What happens in northern Italy stays in northern Italy. Wait, what happens in northern Italy stays in northern Italy. Okay, so it's recommending. The correct answer is never. Vegas. Pasta or Gestapo. Wow, wow, wow. This is the level that some Americans are describing United States. Genie, for me, I bought the second here and there. I don't see any difference. But anyway, it's interesting. Always Italy, Italy or Las Vegas. If I had the citizenship or visa to allow me to move to Italy, I would choose it over Vegas in a heartbeat. I don't, so I'm living only part time in Italy. All right, so this is also an option, a solution to live part time in Italy because obviously citizenships or visas, it's not easy. I mean, wait. Then, of course, Northern Italy only if you want to live a pleasant life. All right. I was born and in Vegas. I would choose Italy. If it's questioning your mind, then you absolutely should choose Vegas. All right, so here we have someone who said, probably who have experienced Italy, it's not very happy with Italy, and it's thinking that maybe the states are better. Again, it's not a competition here. We should never see it as it's better this or it's better that. We decide. We are all different, and there is the one who prefer this and the one who prefer that. Me, I choose a small town in the middle of nowhere in the south of Italy, and I'm happy like that. Someone might be happy in a city. Someone might be happy. I don't know. It's important to be happy. That's all is important. Your question, Northern Italy, by all means. Escape while you're able. Wow. Anyway, these are a bit exaggerated for me. Escape while you're able. Is that even a question? So, Northern Italy for me, but that's my home country. That's where I grew up. I would love to move back to Milan. I would not miss anything about the USA. Been here 20 years plus. Milan offers everything that any good city has, including ethnic food. So this is an Italian that probably lives in the States and would like to go back to Milan, where I will never go, for example, to live to Milan. Where sometimes when people are asking me, I say no, not even for 1 million euro. I go to live in Milan, never. I can't live in a city anyway. For me, it's pure madness. I like the easy life, the slow life. No, 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 traffic, closing an apartment, curfew at night. No, these things are not for me. We live in Vegas now. Don't do it. In 5 years, when we retire, we are out of years, even if it is still in the States. So here is someone from Las Vegas say that as soon as they retire, they will move out of United States. Listen to your heart and your intuition. Why would anyone choose to move to America now? Many Italian would. Many Italians would to move to United States. Or ask to the Italian, ask to the average Italian, they would tell you exactly what the Americans are saying. So this is the point. Let's close the video now. This is exactly the point. That who is happy? If you're happy, doesn't matter where you are happy. You're a happy person. If you're unhappy, obviously, if I'm unhappy, of course, I would try to go somewhere else. All right, but the point is, Italians are unhappy and they would like happily to live. That by all these comments, by what I see that Americans are unhappy and they would like to leave. So everyone wants to live. Let's do an exchange. You know, Italians are all going to United States, and Americans are welcome here. That anyway, for me, are welcome Americans, Germans, Swedish, British, Irish. I would welcome them to colonize the south of Italy because people here are leaving. Southern Italian don't want to stay here. So, of course, my friends, I'm a bit provocative, try to read between the lines. But the fact is this, that we have people here who totally dislike the place. And they would pay gold to move out from here, while there are people who would pay gold to move here. Maybe they can't, maybe they cannot afford, maybe they have visa problems and they cannot come. So, where is the truth? What is the reality? I don't know. It's probably in between. I'd say happiness. We are happy. We must be happy. First of all, doesn't matter where we are. Then, if we're happy, we can go anywhere we want, technically. All right, my friends. Okay, let me put back my farmer style before I close the video. All right, my friends. So I'll see you here on Italy, a place to love YouTube channel to my next video. Northern Italy or Las Vegas. Northern Italy versus Las Vegas. Bye, my friends. Have a nice day. Bye.